Alright, so today for one of you, we're going to try and make our new lockdown deck. Way The Witcher just came out, and we're going to try and go make a new lockdown deck for you. So let's go take a look at what we have. Going to Nilfgaard, of course. Go to lockdown. I know there's some buffs too, so let's just take a look here. And we had the patch notes earlier, but first, before we see that, I want to go to Nilfgaard. Let's take a look at the new cards. So, where is it? Way of the Witcher. Okay, let's see what we get. Are we missing any cards? We might be missing cards. I opened 225 cakes, so hopefully that's enough. I have a bunch more reward points if we do need more cards, but I doubt it. We also have like 38,000 scrap, so we make whatever we want. So let's see, all ownership. Okay, we have all the cards, except for... well, might as well just make this. As long as we're not to. We're going to make all the cards for this that we don't have anyway. Okay, now we have all the cards, for Nilfgaard at least. So what's new? We have, at the end of your turn, boost self by 1 if the opponent has more cards in deck than you. Okay, this works well with Hyperthin, but we already have enough bronzes. I wish it was a soldier, but I see why it isn't. That's fine. Viper Witcher, deploy, give bleeding 2 to an enemy, so it's a 6 for 5. Okay, Adrenaline 6, spawn a copy of that unit on top of their deck. So synergy's here. It doesn't give us a huge tempo value right away, but 6 is alright, I guess. Really want that value of the Adrenaline. We got here, to look at the top 3 cards of your deck, put one on top, swap the top card of your deck with your opponent. So we can give our opponent something bad, and then take one of their probably better cards. Lockdown helps that out, because a lot of our cards are in lower versions. So I'm not sure if I want to use this. We'll see. Coded Weapons Tactic. Tactic's nice. Damage enemy by 5. That's nice. Deathblow, banish it, and spawn a copy on top of the deck. Okay, this is a good card. We're going to use this one. No more Elzer's Thunder in this faction for us, and use this set of Assassinate too. Viper Witcher Mentor. Set power of this card to match the provision cost of the top card in your opponent's deck. I see the synergies. We can put it on top with either this guy, or we can swap something high to their top, and then we lose it though. So this will probably always be at least an 8, I would imagine. We're going to use this. So Warrior, the All-Seeing, probably said that wrong. Melee, put the highest cost card in your opponent's deck on top. Range, put the lowest cost card in their deck on top. So we can put something low on top so they draw it, something high on top so we can steal it. This is 7 for 8 too, that's nice. Let's think about this one. Alright, Gorthor, Guad, I said that wrong. Probably Guard or something. Resilience, deploy, spawn, and play Viper Witcher, Adept Witcher, Mentor. Being able to spawn this guy is pretty nice, actually. That's good value. Move a unit from opponent's graveyard to the top of their deck. So we take something big out of the graveyard, put it on top of their deck, and then use this. I wish it triggered in the other order, but I see why it doesn't. This is quite good. I think we're going to go for these for our big point plays, because the Lockdown didn't have big point plays before. And then Colgrim, this is, I think we're going to go back to our Ciri Nova deck. Take out Hefty Helga and put this in. This would be really great for that deck. And then we have Viper. This card's pretty interesting. At the end of the round, put this card in the opponent's graveyard. End your turn. Also graveyard, banish lowest cost card. If it's the only card in the graveyard, give it doomed and summon it. So it goes to your opponent's graveyard, and then it banishes other cards and comes back. It probably won't come back, but if it's round 1, it probably actually might. Round 1, this would be interesting. But it has to die during round 1. Round 2, they might have enough you can play it. It's interesting. I'm going to try it out. And then swap this unit's power with an enemy unit. Damage an enemy unit by 4 instead. Okay, it's Adrenaline 2. So we're going to use it before that. Alright, so let's take a look at the neutrals then. I see some ideas here for this lockdown deck. Let's take a look at neutrals. Alright, what do we have? Craft this. Craft this. Apparently 225 kegs wasn't enough. We got a bunch of duplicates. Craft this. We also got 35 Bear Witcher Adepts, Premium, and 40 Normals. For some reason that card really liked us. Alright, so Elzer, we know. Geralt, this is the new Geralt. Play a Witcher card from your deck, transfer your shield. This one, this seems really good. The question is, can we afford it? Triangle within a triangle within a triangle. Okay. Seems like Becker's Dark Mirror, but different. Provision instead of boosts. Deployed. Transform adjacent units into random ones, cost 1 more. Don't put this on tokens, I don't think, because I'm pretty sure they cost 0, and it won't do anything. For someone's gonna try that out. And then Idar and Vilvio, first time you spawn a unit. Okay, I don't think we're using spawns in this deck, but this card's pretty interesting, especially for monsters. And maybe the elf tokens too. So you'll draw 2, then shuffle 2 back into your deck whenever you draw, boost self by 2. I can see this. Maybe we'll see the discard a card, draw a card, do 1 damage randomly. Skellige Leader come back with this. I want to see that. I'm gonna try that out. Leo, boost self every 1 for every Witcher, so we go heavy into Witchers, maybe. Maybe not. We'll see how many we have. Draw a card like Adrenaline, shuffle a card back in your hand, fine. Berenger at the end of your turn. Destroy this card if it's the only Witcher in its row. Alright. It's a lot of points, but I think we'll get just as many points from the Adept guy. And Max Vendrecker, look at the card, or Deckar, look at the top card. Deck in order from top to bottom. I shuffle a card. Sorry, I shuffle and put a card on the bottom. Okay. This is interesting. This, if you put this in Hyperthid, you can guarantee T-Bars on the bottom, you never draw it and have to put it back in your deck. It's interesting. Alright, so that's the new cards. I'm seeing some ideas here. Let's take a look at the patch notes real quick. So neutral, Esker, Vestal, and Lambert changed from 2 to 3. Provision back. So they got unnerfed, but they got Adrenaline 4 added. That's fine. I think that's fine. I don't think we have the provisions to spare for this though. But Hyperthid, we might try this out. Introduction of Adrenaline opens up new possibilities. Agreed. I'm guessing Vesemir is going to be here. Adrenaline, yeah, forced to commit. That's fine. Vesemir Mentor, yeah, here it is. Deploy boost all Witchers on the battlefield by 1. Okay. Adrenaline 5 boost all Witchers. Oh, this is still very good. But you have to go deeper into round 1. But it helps you get the points out to take the round. This seems still good. Alright, Roach, fine. Knickers, fine. Dandelion Poet, fine. Portal, yeah, I saw this change. Monsters, Skellige, Nilfgaard, Coup de Grace, yep. Damage dealt. Okay, so this is good. We fit this in our Nova deck now. Think about that. Yeah, that's 9 to 8. Brathan's got changed. Okay, Spy. Emissary got boosted. Ooh, this is a 4-point engine. 4-point soldier engine. I think that's going in our Nova deck. Seer got 1 to 7, you okay? Master of Disguise got 4 powers, nice, he starts with that now. Change the name, good. Another point, that's good. Imperial Enforcers now Zeal. Alright. Alright, I've seen some ideas here. Let's go back to the deck editor real quick. Let's take a look. What I want to do is we want to make a Witcher deck here. Because I see a lot of potential in, well, whether we're not playing Minecraft, let's go back to Witcher. I see a lot of potential in this card in particular. For our deck, the Mentor. We're going to put 2 of him in. So it's top card of the opponent's deck, Adrenaline 2, highest cost card. Now we can adjust their top card. Right. So let's see, the lowest is probably going to be, lowest is ever going to be a 5. So we're going to try this out, and I think we want to put in this, if we're doing this. And Geralt, I'm thinking about this, we'll see how many Witchers we end up with. Spawn a copy of the top card. Okay, is there any high provision cards that are bad for the opponent? This is risky if we put a good card on top of their deck. But if we're going for Witcher synergies, maybe we just go for it. Alright, we're gonna do it. We're gonna try this out. And then end of your turn and boost self and one opponent has more cards in deck than you. If they thin and we don't, this is a boost engine by itself. And we put one on top. Alright, we'll try this out. We'll see how easy this is to go off. Highest cost card in their deck on top. This is great synergy. So we'll go with this guy, probably into the Mentors. It's good. Leo, well, let's see how many Witchers we end up with. Oh, by the way, we should probably take off the new expansion. We're gonna miss some cards here. That's more like it. Okay. No Kingslayer. Sarah, Ox, and Letho. No reason not to. So we got 11 Witchers. It's probably worth it for this guy then. Where is he? Leo is probably worth it then for him. Witchers. Set Enos power to 12. Okay, hold on a second. For 8. It's got to be like a 2 for me to want to do this. Not the biggest fan. We could still put in Nova at this point. Here's the thing though, I want to use Vesemir Mentor, even though he's got Adrenaline now. I think we're going to go for the Mentor, so we can't use Ciri, that's fine. Now that we know we're using this, I think we want Geralt, Ken to put in a... Let's play out our Vesemir. round 1. Do we want to go all in? This is a lot of provisions for not a lot of value. It thins our deck. Is thinning our deck good? It is. Definitely good. I think a lot of people will be using this, and if we don't use it, we try and use the Adept, we might lose out. We have 11 cards left, and 65 provisions, so what's that? Like, 6 provisions each on average? Alright. We should probably put the low provision cards in our deck first. We don't need Witchers for this. Just scroll to the bottom. We're going to use Gwenwhale Hunter, because we like him. It's one of our 4s. What else? I'm thinking we always put in Magni Division. We'll just start with that. We might change it out. What are any new bronze engines? No? Okay. That's good. If we're looking for bronze engines, we should just go to Nilfgaard. That's Syndicate. We should go to Nilfgaard. And then before we do too much else, we should actually, before I forget, go to Specials and put in this new card. Where is it? Coated Weapons, Eternity Joust. Okay. So some pretty low provision cards we're guaranteed to want in our deck. We want Bribery. New Coup de Grace, we don't have any spyings for. Unfortunate. Try this out. Okay, so we'll just start with this. And we have room for 2 big cards now, and then adjustments as we want. Alright, so let's take off the Specials. Here's the thing. For Cantarella, we have a lot of things that interact with the top of their deck, right? But I'm not sure I want to steal the card. What's the chance they draw it? Oh, we should also try out the new other guy. We're gonna drop Magni Division here. For something else this time. For now, at least, I'm thinking. Alright, let's not use Cantarella now. Let's look at our bigger cards. We need some value. No soldiers. How many ways do we have to adjust our deck? Not too many. Okay, swap power with an enemy. Alright, here's the thing. We're gonna be all cool here. Oh, we need this card. We don't have Invocation in our deck yet. Oh, we need Heatwave too. Hold on. The deck's not done yet, guys. We don't have Heatwave. Really thought the card was gonna get changed. I'm fine that it didn't. Think it's fair, but thought it was getting changed. The neutral party ruining all of the devotions, I think, is why they kept it. And there's not really any other answers to artifacts. Speaking of artifacts, we do have one now. I think it's an artifact. Sure looks like one. Because it is. Alright, we want Collar. You know, guys, these are the important things, I always forget. Collar. Okay, with Heatwave, Vesemir. So make sure you forget cards. We need Heatwave, Invocation, Bribery. Alright, those are cards I always want in this deck. Everything else seems alright. Okay, so we have 2 cards and 12 provisions. This all seems fine. We have one way to get Vesemir with Geralt. We have Vesemir for Vesemir. Can't fit Royal Decree. Oh well. Do we want to draw our highest cost stuff with meta? We can't afford it. So, how many of these are deploys? 1, 2, 3. You know, we could go Cantarella and then 1 Courier. Let's try that. So we'll go with Cantarella. Alright, let's see where she is. Cantarella, with like poisons and purifies in here. We'll adjust this deck. This is definitely not the final version, and then I want Syndicate. 1 Courier. Okay, so we have Removal and Heatwave, Invocation. That's good. We have our Vesemir for a lot of points. Geralt to get out Vesemir. And if not Vesemir, something else. Bribery because it's Bribery. This to move a card from the opponent's graveyard to the top of their deck. Either mess them up or put something bigger on top. Ideally round 3. Letho, Oxeret. We're using a Witch for your deck. We're going to try them out. All-Seeing. Interesting. We'll probably use this guy. Cantarella. So we have 3 ways to whistling atop the opponent's deck. That's not on the field. And then 2 to put on top from our Viper Witcher. Adrenaline. Alright, how many things we have that don't have adrenaline? We have to make sure we have enough of those. We might be having too many adrenaline cards, but let's just call this Witcher, and we'll try it out. See if it's any good. It probably isn't, but everyone else is probably trying stuff out too, so we might actually win. Let's see how this does. Queen, me, so Inspired Zeal again. Honestly, what you guys saw is how much I have looked at the new cards other than the reveals, and I really don't remember anything from the reveals. So we don't really know what any of the new cards do, so we're going to find out. We actually got our Vesemir. Adrenaline 5, okay. We have Cantarella Courier, that could work. We could also just take their highest card with the All-Seeing Now. Both of these, we need it. They're going first. I don't think we want 2 of these in our opening hand. We want this removal. Tourney Joust, we have 3 answers here. Yeah, we're going first, aren't we? Yeah, we're going first. We could just YOLO out. I think we'll go Courier. And then we have a lock. I don't think we need a Tourney Joust. This is a good hand. Let's do this. So we're going to start with our Courier. Courier is a better chance of seeing what they have early. Oh, okay. Yeah. I want that card. It's going to be great if we can steal that and boost everything in our deck by 1 and then Vesemir it again. We're gonna Cantarella that for sure. Let's see if he does something about it, though. Okay, that's ours.
Could have settled this amicably, you know.
Beautiful.
No one can hide from me.
Deploy anywhere. Sure. Let's put it melee.
Suffering?
Our suffering no, his doesn't. I like it. What's the order on this card anyway? Remove all boosts from inside our deck and make this guy really big. I'm not sure we'll be using that. I think I'll rather save the boost. I think that's more for like round 3 or something if you need a point swing. But guys, this is synergizing with our Witcher deck. We just got some more Witchers. I wonder if we can bribery another one. I kind of want to try, but I think that's asking too much. I think for this Viper Witcher we'll put another 4 on top of his deck. Because we're going to have to play through this round to the point where we can use Mentor. We'll see. I think we've got a good start here. I'm not sure what he's doing because I don't know what any of these decks are now because this is my first game in the new patch with the new expansion. We'll see what happens. Okay, so Siege support. I can give a boost. He's got the Zeal set up now.
Trouble approaches.
Hits us for 2. Okay. Huh, maybe we could use Coup de Grace. Just on this though, it's kind of sketchy. We're head in points. We have removal for the Zeal. Yeah, let's do this. We'll give him another one. Probably not something he wants on his deck. The real question is, what should we premium? I forgot how much Meteorite Powder we got, but we do at least a few cards. Alright, so he's got another 4 out. Bleeding 2. Adrenaline 6 means 6 or less when we play it, right? So if we play it now, it'll go down to 6 and it'll trigger?
Your life was worth it, right? My lord.
Yeah, okay.
Take comfort in that.
Putting some more 4s on top of his deck. This has to be so annoying. These cards aren't worth it though. Gotta read the flavor text sometime. I'm gonna read them all, probably not all at once, but when I'm bored during these games. Their opponents take a long time. I wonder what he needs his Inspired Zeal for. It could be anything at this point, right? It's a new expansion. Griffin Witcher order damage enemy by 1, cooldown 1, adrenaline 3, end of your turn, damage a random enemy by 3 and lock.
And we get what?
Yeah, sounds like a Nilfgaard. Except for the cooldown part. Okay, so he's up by 4 now. We have a lock. This is when he goes down to 3. Don't have to worry about that yet. Vesemir Adrenaline 5, so if we play him now, we'll actually just get this. Perfect. You know, this this Erland right now has a double boost you take. I bet this guy, we can take a look. Man, he would be so big. We're not going to do that because it'd just get killed, or like Bloody Baron or something. be interesting though. And we're up by 2. I really want to go bribery for another Erland. You ever played Elder Scrolls Legends, and then that one time when Echo of Akatosh and the commander who boosts everything in your deck came out, and your entire deck would get like random keywords, and then a bunch like plus 20 or something. Well, not you might be like plus 6. Played Elder Scrolls Legends, you probably know what I'm talking about. Echo of Akatosh, and the commander. That's what I feel like is happening here. We're getting our deck just too strong that the game progresses. And in this case, it has to progress. We have a huge advantage. Okay, so that's another Zeal. We're gonna lock that. Caller. Because he knows we have Caller, he doesn't know we have Moorland Hunter, and we'll go for another boost our deck. Ah, this feels so good. Okay. This is a highlight video, guys.
This
Wanna see a
will
highlight
be
video?
Witchers, not
Look at this deck.
Marauders.
Look at this. Look at this. I think we've got this game, guys. Our cards are just so strong at this point. This is ridiculous. These guys come down, he comes down for 14. This is absurd. I love it. What are we getting for Vernon Roche here? Blue Stripes? Oh, it's a Blue Stripes deck?
Tamara. Death to the enemy!
We have a lock. I think the lock is what we're gonna go for.
The Moorland detest intruders.
We're down on points now, and I don't want to use these orders. If we go down on cards, I think our cards are strong enough we win anyway, so we're just gonna do this. He's gonna pass here, we'll go down a card for round 3. But our cards are just so powerful, and he won't have access to his Blue Stripes deck that it doesn't matter. That's what I think. I could be completely wrong. Without setting up his Blue Stripes though, what's he gonna do? The thing is, we have so many boosts, I don't want to strip them all off, because it'd be what, 3, 6, 8, 11... Yeah, okay, that's fine, that's fine. Then we'll just rip this card. It has to be enough to win.
Strike fast. Leave it no chance to react.
Vision Top. Top card in your opponent's deck. Adrenaline 2, so we get the biggest. Let's use okay. Put down a card. But our deck is so strong that I think we just. Well, I'm pretty sure we win no matter what. Still has an 11 in his deck. I'm guessing it's Philippa or Falabor. I'm not sure which one. Okay, so we don't want Turning Joust, we just want all of our big cards. We don't want this either. Actually, this says removal. If he plays on our Blue Stripes, we have to kill it. Heatwave would banish it. This banishes it too. What's in our deck? These cards are also good, actually. That we're just... You know what's a new card? We're gonna try it out, we're gonna keep it. This is not how you guys should make decisions, but this is what we're doing. We definitely... If one has more cards in deck than us, we'll just drop this.
It's mocking me, I can tell.
He only has one more. I kinda thought it'd be more. We can get less by playing Geralt if we need to, but this came down as a 7. That's so many points for a bronze. Yeah. He's ruining my moment, guys. He's ruining it. We're just gonna play our cards because I want to play these cards because they're so big. Oh, it don't matter, Ransom. Play a Witcher from our deck. Top card of the opponent's deck.
Strike first and strike
I
hard.
felt bad doing that, but I just wanted to show you guys like how many points we had in our hand. Look at this. This is what we had, and then we had a Heatwave. So yeah, that was a very fun game. I feel a little bad for him, but maybe Nilfgaard's strong, guys. You never know. So we have a Patricidal Fury, it looks like. Once again, this is now our first game against Skellige, and our second game of the expansion, so I have no idea what to expect. Let's just take a look at our hand. I'm not sure if 2 of these is good. I don't want 2 of these unless I can set his deck. We can kind of set his deck. And these 2 go together. Let's get rid of... They buffed the Blacksmith to 5, right? So Turning Joust doesn't kill any engines, so we don't need it. I think I'd rather have something besides this. Hunter is good. We can't use this yet. Let's get rid of it. Okay, we got another one. Alright, so we're going first again. Not really what I wanted. think we're just gonna YOLO. This has resilience, right? So we can use it in the next round. What the heck? Let's just play this. So these are the choices. Obviously this one's typically the most valuable, but we might look at this. We could swap now. Here's the thing. If we swap now, we know. No, we're just gonna YOLO it. Big boy card, let's go!
Strike first and strike hard.
Yeah, that's not bad. 8 for 6, I'll take it. So top card of his deck's a 7. So this other guy would be a 7. I think this card, this Gorthor guard, whatever this thing is, I think this is pretty good. The resilience lets us set up our future mentor. And there's no way someone's going to remove this artifact. Back in the day, when there was artifact removal everywhere, this would probably gotten removed. Alright, let's see. Heimei Scald. So he's going to draw a 7 Persian card.
Hey, listen here.
I think it's interesting
Listen
how much
well.
knowledge both players can have with his interactions, and I think it's a lot of skill that can be implemented to the game. So this could be an 8. Do I want an 8? No, but he drew a card, so let's just drop our Adept.
Got ya!
Let's get some points every turn from that. Okay, we didn't get a point. What's going on here? At the end of your turn, boost self by 1. Opponent has more cards in deck than you. We did it backwards.
Take care of your
They have less
slaves and
cards
they'll
in
take
deck
care
than
of
us.
you.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to have more cards than this guy. What's this thing do? Damage an ally by 1, the spawn a Witcher student, charge 2. Damage an ally by spawn a Witcher student. So after... I can't do it itself, so after... Okay. That seems like something we want to get rid of. So let's just lock it here.
The hounds have caught the scent.
We'll keep the presence of Collar, because we might need these 3 points later. We definitely want to, at some point, Viper Witcher. Next turn, we're going to put another one of these on top of his deck. He's going to hate that. So this is the Adept. Damage self by 4, and your turn heal by 1. This card seems very strong, and this is the, like I said before, I think we got 31 copies of premiums of this. Or 27 or something. It was crazy. But speaking of what we were doing before, we're just going to bleed this, give him one of those on top of his deck. He won't like that, and that means that's good for us. Alright, guys, when we play other factions, I hope we don't run up against people using our own type of deck, because it's so annoying. Like, I can just tell after 2 games how annoying this is. Who wants another, what is this thing? Tier 6 Skirmisher on your deck? No one. Alright. Bear Witcher, one of the bears, order heal adjacents. Okay, he can get some value from that. I think we want to lock that, but then he gets more heal value.
I'd lend you a hand, but then I'd...
His heal value is not that great though. Like, it's not amazing. I don't know what the top card of his deck is anymore. I don't want to give up now because we're behind, so we're gonna lock with... We're gonna collar him and we're gonna bribery. What we got? This is perfect. So we're gonna play Witcher from our deck. And I know what I want. Because now we're down to 5, right? Yeah, we got 5, so we're gonna go for Vesemir Mentor? That's a 8-point swing right there, and then we lock this, and I think we got the round now. And now we have less cards. It's all set up exactly how I wanted. We planned this out. I'll be honest, I didn't plan out this Adept thing. I just played it out earlier because I didn't have any like proactive cards. Briberying Geralt was really good here. But he's gonna have to play something big. He's gonna get 2, 3, 4 value of heal here. So he only needs an 8-pointer to get ahead. But we have 12 in Letho, and we have Invocation and Heat Wave. We can always rip the okay, boost opponent's row can't boost it. Is he gonna boost? Do I want that card? We'll go ahead here. Right, we're gonna be ahead. The question is, do I want that card or not? I don't want him to win the round. And its row and opponent's row can't be boosted. So he's locking down our heal actually, so it'd be a draw. Oh, that's actually quite annoying. I think I will have to get rid of that. So I think we do have to get rid of that in that case. It's annoying. Otherwise he could draw, and I don't want to go into a situation with a draw. It's not a bad card for us, I just don't think he'll get any value. It's just going to be an 8. It's a beast, right? Where is it? It's a beast. We don't have a Cantarella combo. That's okay, I think we're fine. I want to see what he does. We're getting to the point where this Adrenaline 2 might come up, which would be great. I'm pretty sure that'll secure us the round unless he more Heart of Terror, is it? But then he can't hit this other one with Heart of Terror. Okay, we might have to get out our Heat Wave here. Let's see what this is. Might be his Vesemir Mentor, because he seems like he's using some kind of a Witcher deck. Oh, Heime's Skull, because he knows his top card's the Invader. Ooh, he had a Barg in his hand, huh. We're never going to get these more cards in deck off, I don't think. I'm not playing Heat Wave. These two go together really well. We can't just pass. What's in his graveyard? If we take his Echo card out of his graveyard, does he get to play it 3 times? Wait, it says moving a unit from your opponent's graveyard to the top of their deck. Right, and he has a card. This was blacked out. This was redded out before. We couldn't use it. We couldn't use this before? But now we can. Is that a bug? Because we shouldn't be able to click on this. Move a unit from your opponent's... Alright, let's see if we can click on it. This is bugged, guys. Science experiment complete. This card's bugged, guys.
No, a goat will suffice for now.
Gorthar Guard, Resilience, deploy, spawn a Viper guy, yeah. Order, move a unit from opponent's graveyard top of their deck. As you can see, we just moved an Oneiromancy, which is not a unit. This card's bugged. Please do not exploit. That was just for science. I've never played this card before on a special. So, that's bugged. Another bug before the video coming out, guys. Confirmed. We'll talk about it. Not doing it anymore. That's enough. This is ranked mode. I'm not gonna spend our half an hour testing it this time. We'll just say it's bugged to move on. Submit a report. Okay, so this is never gonna work. Courier, we could play with Cantarella, but we don't have her. Our hand's really strong. Wish we had Ox though, right? Yeah, I'm missing Ox. We won last round. We can force him to play in any row we want, but I want to get our Viper Witcher off. We have so many points here. We can pull Ox out. Their highest card on top. I think we just set their deck up to be bad here, so we'll drop this Direboard. No point holding on to this. Only benefits of the melee row instead of the ranged row is if he has Dagger. I don't think he's going to use anything that boosts though. Can't believe this card's bugged. Because I saw the red. I saw it was the order was red before, right? And nothing in his graveyard. It says unit. Move a unit from opponent's graveyard to top of their deck. Alright, it's bugged. I'll try not to exploit that. I only did it that one time as a test, because I was confused why it showed up. Okay, so Gird, spawn Deafening Siren, damage all units in the row. Fine.
Keep the lead going and I'll tell you a tale.
It's not that great value for him. I don't want to give him another one of those. So what do I want to play out of my deck? Give me any Witcher. If we put a lowest cost card, we could probably just draw and discard it. The highest cost card. We don't want to give him this. So we're going to play Geralt. Question is what we get with him. I'm just going to play him right now. We could scout his deck for his top card, but I don't think that's worth it. This isn't good. We'll just do this for range. If he has ways to draw and discard,
The dark is my ally.
so it is the Skirmisher. Okay. We give him an extra Skirmisher earlier though. And if it's, here's the thing, I want him to discard it so it summons out and we give him another one with the Viper Witcher. So try to be as annoying as possible. I think here what we're trying to do, we have a strong round 3 in Letho and Seret, because that's worth what, 8, 12, that's 20 points in Heatwave. It's very good. Damage enemy by 2, spawn 3 Witcher students on the opposite row. Damage by 1.
I don't train on the cone! I hate it!
That's fine. Not a big deal. Spawn a copy. Does spawning a copy interact with Doomed? Let's find out.
Done now, my lady. He'll strain through it.
Okay, so you can spawn a copy of something with Doomed because the copy is created on his deck, and the Doomed tag doesn't do anything because it's a status. Oh, it's so good. Putting this on tokens is amazing. Yeah, I don't see what. Yeah, because Doom's a status, so it has nothing to do with because we're not creating it on the battlefield and leaving the battlefield. It's just on his deck. This is really good. This part's so flexible. I really like this one. When I first saw this one, I remember this one because it was like on the earlier days, I think. Once they all started releasing a whole bunch of them, they all kind of blurred together, and I forgot what they all did. But this one seems very flexible, and I quite like flexibility. We'll see if it's good me because win a game, but I think it's fantastic. Okay, there's the Oneiromancy. So it doesn't have Doomed, because we put it back on top of his deck, since it didn't return with Echo. It doesn't get the Doom, so he gets to play it 3 times. Okay, I'm not sure, I don't feel like I exploited him now. So there's his Vesemir. Right, so there's his Vesemir, and now we're up. The question is, do we commit Heatwave? And the answer is no. We just pass. Because we want to get our full Letho Seret Ox combo and Heatwave. We want to go on even. I want these 3 cards. Our round 3s will probably be pretty similar, I'd imagine, except we know he has 2 trash cards on top of his deck. Well, he had one earlier. We gave him a token, right? So he has a Witcher student on his deck. Bear Witcher damage. Okay, fine. He's got a Bear Witcher.
Double the kind, inconsiderate.
And it's fine with us. Round 3. I'm not 100% sure we got this game, but I think our hands will be good, especially if we can get Ox. We got a 50% chance to draw him. Okay. Question is, do we go for Courier? This is going to be our last play, so I guess not. We don't need the Courier. And this is never going off, right? Opponent has more cards in deck than you. 9 to 7. They do now, so we'll... I don't think this will kill anything of worth in his deck. That lock might be good, though. It's unfortunate we didn't get our Ox. Oh well. Not sure about Cantarella. Seems fun. And this guy, Leo, we didn't draw him, but I think he's going to hit for 8. 7 or 8 normally, because he starts as a 4. I don't think it's really worth it, but I wanted to put him in to try him out. I'm trying to think of something else. But hopefully this guy does something soon. I think we're going to play this last. We have some removal value here, and we have 1 lock. And I think we're going to start with this Viper Witcher Adept and hope he doesn't get more cards on deck than us. Just draw a card of the Adrenaline of your choice and shuffle back a card. This is a card I thought about using. Like, not when we were making it. I thought this might be good when we saw it. Just drop this.
How much catch it, master? Sees me every time.
Hopefully he doesn't ruin it. Because if it's only a 5, that's not ideal. Champion's Charge. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Now, here's the thing. I don't want to play these cards. But I guess we have to. Okay, we'll just go Letho. It's an 11-point play. That's pretty good. So now he knows we have a Seret and Seret's only worth 8. It's not ideal. We have 1 lock. So we have 8 points. 11. Highest card in their deck. They might not have much left, is the problem with this card in round 3. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, is they won't have much left that's any good. So I think we have around 28 cards in our deck. 28 points in our hand and a removal. That seems pretty good now that I'm saying it out loud.
To arms, men!
This is what I was looking for to lock.
I wonder what my snares will be captured this time.
Doesn't seem like this is the type of person who has Purify in their deck. Because I haven't seen any alchemies yet, and usually people who use Grimmist want to use at least a couple alchemies. So there's the option of the Purify. Although it's still good if you don't have it. If you get a meaningful Purify. Gain armor from your damage unit. Adrenaline for your opponent plays a unit damage it by this guy's power.
Whoa,
Yeah.
got it right. No place safer than the belly of a mountain.
This is what Heat Wave is for. You heard of that? What else do you have for me? Because we have only 2 points of removal left. I wonder if that was his finisher, if he has something else. He probably has how many brilliance is he using? He has Oniromancy still, right? Still Oniromancy. So one of these is Oniromancy, and that's a lot of provisions, so I don't think he's have anything else crazy. I don't think he has Heart of Terror, that's for sure. Probably has Heat Wave and Oniromancy. Or he has the Bronze card and the Oniromancy is to get Heat Wave. That's my guess. We'll see. He might also be playing this guy, Leo, because he spawns off tokens, and then haste Leo's like a 7. Boost self by 1 for every damaged ally. This is a 5-point
this is a
play,
storm.
not bad. We just drop
Then you
our
know
Sarah.
They're dead already.
Good, good, good. Now I think this is Oniromancy into Heat Wave. I could be wrong. And if that is, I think we got this. Oniromancy into what you got for me, buddy? Heat Wave. Yeah, see guys? Some things never change. Let's see what his biggest card left in his deck is.
Focus on its
6
movement.
provisions.
Quiet the noise in your head.
GG! That was an interesting game. This deck seems alright and it's not refined at all. But neither are our opponents, probably. So we'll do one more. We'll do one more. So we're playing off the books this time. Haven't seen that in a while. No idea what he's going to do. Once again. No idea. Probably actually might want to Attorney Joust this time. But we also don't want 2 of these. And I think we'll get rid of this Attorney Joust. We'll try out this game 3 here. I'm not sure if locking off the books is any good, but as I said in our previous games, now this is our 3rd game of the expansion, and a 3rd different faction, and we still don't know what anyone does. Actually, we have a guest here. We have the person who wants these Nilfgaard decks. What's your opinion on this?
I just got here.
Well, this is the beginning of the game, so let's see what you think about this deck, since you always request these. You had a failed experiment.
You have Vesemir Mentor in your hand. Right there.
At the end of your turn, lose a coin if you have no coins damage self. Well, you got 3 coins from his, whatever.
That was the first card the first legendary I got.
Vesemir,
Yeah, Mentor.
you have to watch the video of this.
Why is
So I
that?
recorded something hilarious, you have to watch it. Anyway, right now, we're going to go into our courier, and let's just do something big on top of his deck. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so that's on top of his deck. We don't have our Cantarello. That's okay, because we're just going to boost by a lot of points on our Viper Witcher Mentor. Here's what we're going to boost by its amount, right? Then put it. We're not going to do anything with it. We're just going to leave it there.
It wasn't that high, was it?
No, it's my provision count.
Oh, provision count.
It's my provision count. Highest cost. That's an 11.
Oh, that's good then.
Yeah. So there's also going to be another video coming out, which I mentioned earlier, but we'll tell you now about. Is this card here, the Gorthar Guard? This is bugged.
Really?
Yeah, move a unit from your opponent's graveyard to top of their deck. You can use any card, not just a unit. I did on Oniromancy earlier to check.
Does that make it better?
Well, if you can put it, when putting an Oniromancy back on someone's deck isn't really that helpful to you, but I just wanted to see if it was bugged or not. It's in the video.
I see.
Because it has the order is redded out, right, when you can't use it. Then he played Oniromancy, had it in his graveyard, it was the only card in its graveyard, and it lit up green, so I clicked on it to see if you could do it.
So what are you doing here? Playing your dude all the way on the left?
Yeah. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? It's just gonna
Monsters!
get poisoned.
No,
But
a goat will suffice for now.
it's gonna get poisoned, but it's fine.
So which faction do you think will be the strongest?
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't even remember all the cards do. The only thing that I thought was interesting is, well, I think Vesemir is really strong. Even with the adrenaline, everyone I've played so far has played him.
I'm surprised they didn't nerf him more. That was really
I'm
much
not.
of a nerf.
He poisoned himself. Right, he's gonna move this poison to us probably with that one card. Move the same number of cards in our deck, so this guy doesn't do anything. Let's see. We don't have enough to play Vesemir yet. I don't want to play this or this or this, so we're playing Bribery. See, this is how Bribery is supposed to work, everyone.
You get like the 3 best cards.
Yeah, that's how Bribery is supposed to work. Wait, poison an ally. Yeah, let's poison my guy, it's already poisoned. Brilliant. Let's see. Miracle Child's the best here, so I'll take it.
I don't place the
Let's just pay
ground.
tribute.
By
Maybe
denying
10 points to
penance,
play.
you
Pretty
confirm
good.
your guilt.
So you need a poisoned deck or something to activate your Viper Witcher student thing.
The adapt. There's several ways to do it. Also, people just send their decks out for you on their own. The only thing I had a problem with this is versus Skellige, because they just draw and discard everything. That was the
You're
last game I played.
Always below them.
Yeah. I actually went off a couple times, and then he killed it. So Stolen Mutagens. I'm not sure how I feel about this card. Poison the ally. Poisons himself. He has 9 provisions, so we're probably getting Philippid. So we don't want to get Philippid. Are any of these cards bad? Not really. Do I want them? No. I want to get down to Vesemir. This is a 5, so we play one more card. I think we have to play one more to Vesemir or we can pass. If we go into a round 2, he needs 10, but he has a 9 coins, so it's going to be easy for him. I want to assemble Lethal Ox Serret, and I want this. I think we're just going to pass. He can't do anything in round 2 because he's going to be down 2 cards. So he's probably just going to drop a random card and pass. And when he drops a random card and passes, it's going to be a bronze. Then we're going to put copies of it on top of his deck every round 3. That's our plan. Okay, there's the tribute. That was a big swing. We lost. Oh no.
He's gonna have so many coins in round 2.
No, he just spent 6 for the tribute.
Oh yeah, he did.
Still have 1 coin. How's it feel to finally be featured on a video?
Good.
This is a pretty good hand. So yeah, this is bugged, everyone. We will not exploit, but we may demonstrate again. If you want, we can put a, I don't know, this stupid card just stick on top of his deck.
Is there a combo with the putting it either on top of their graveyard?
You mean on top of their deck?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, you Cantarella it if it's good, or you, so you can put Niromancy on, then steal a Niromancy, which you shouldn't be able to do.
Yeah, that
You
is
can also
good.
just put something on top for the Mentor.
But I mean,
Also, this has Resilience.
what's the point of these things having resilience?
Well, I can use the order next round. So, like, I can play, you can look at the top 3. Is there anything bad in my deck?
Yeah, Turning Joust.
I think I'm just gonna do this. See what's top card
Focus on
provision.
the
It's
movement.
the bronze
Quiet
4,
the
okay.
noise in your head.
And then we'll save this order for round 3. We'll have to use Vesemir to boost everything halfway through the round. That's okay.
So, what do you think about the Witcher trio now that they got buffed?
By having more cards with them, I always thought they were good.
The ones that summon each other.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Ox Lethal Serret.
No, the bad ones.
Well, yeah, I think, well, we're playing Lockdown, so we don't have enough provisions for it. We have so many redraws right now, it's pretty crazy.
They also reduced, Roach?
You're telling me we draw 5 cards and to get Serret, Cantarella, Geralt, or Ox.
Oh,
It's pretty impressive, honestly. How many Witchers do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is an 8. It's probably better than a lock, but not by much.
There's another one.
Alright, so we put something on top of his deck, then we don't have anything to interact with it though. We don't have interactions with that. This is really not great right now. I think our best proactive play is just put their lowest card on top of their deck.
Falling is a necessary step.
It's Fistic.
Picking yourself up.
However you pronounce it. Because we don't have actually... Actually, we didn't even get this guy. We didn't even get our, mentor. Oh well, let's see if we can win still. Because he doesn't have his coins. He probably needs his coin charges for something, so without having them, it's probably bad for him. I quite like this Coded Weapons, by the way.
I thought it was called like Poison Dagger.
No, it's Coded Weapons. They like that.
Oh, this thing called Coded Weapons?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably.
I thought it was something else.
Okay, so he's gonna get both of them. Now we can put copies of those on top of his deck. That's really helpful.
I agree.
It also puts bleeding on them so we can kill them easily.
It'll be over
There's
soon.
one down, and then Van Morlehem-Halter will get the other one.
And then you have Heat Wave and
Yeah, but if it's
Invocation.
passive Flora, we'll get the whole thing off before you can interact with it.
no Passiflora.
Whenever a unit is poisoned, gain 2 coins.
No more half
So
measures.
he's trying to get coins.
Till I'm full.
Trying to poison.
I'll just make another one of these go away.
And then next turn you can get its dude.
I don't think I'm going to want to.
So now that Roach and Knickers provisions were reduced, do you think the Graveyard Switch deck will be good?
Lippy was already good.
Do you think it'll be good art?
It depends on the power level of everything else. So what is this thing's order? This is the move of poison. He's gonna poison his own guy, then move it to us. Okay. So just whenever something's poisoned, this is gonna get him a lot of points, isn't it?
Yeah, but you can get rid of it easy peasy.
Yeah. But I don't want him having coins, because that's his problem with his deck right now, is he doesn't have access to coins.
Well, you have 2 ways to get rid of it.
Yeah, I don't want to use either of those. Let's see. What if we get rid of the synergy here and put it on top of his deck? Well, let's see if he actually... He has poisons. He's poisons for us, right? I think we will just take this. We can't be having him getting coins. If he doesn't have coins, his cards are terrible. That's like how Syndicate usually works. If you don't have coins, your stuff's really bad. That's our plan here. Plus, taking a 7's not terrible, and now he will probably not play around Heatwave. Another Mutagen. Poison boost by 2. Fine. Fine, fine. Okay. I think we want to get as many Witchers as possible. Save our removal for later. I did want to play this Coded Weapons on that, but can't do it anymore.
Done young
Well, she
lady,
needs
you'll
it
strain
down to
through
5.
it.
No,
Help
because
is
it's
not
boosted
optional.
everything. Oh nice, we got a contract. Adrenaline Rush. Now we're down to... We could have played Vesemir there actually, because it would have done our hand. Probably would have been equivalently smart. We'll see though. I think that without coins he's going to have a hard time winning.
So, as a Legend rank player...
There's no such thing as Legend rank.
What's it called?
Pro
Pro rank.
rank.
Okay, so as a pro rank player...
You know, there's like 2,000 pro rank players or something.
Okay, but you're a pro rank player. So, as a pro rank player, which deck would you use if you want to get to number 1?
I literally have no idea what new cards do. So we got our poison
How
here.
can you be a pro rank player and not even look at the new cards?
Well, I learned by experimenting. Move enemy attack. Is there anything in here that's good?
Is moving anything
Alright guys,
useful?
here we go. So look, this is what I'm saying. Watch this. This is the bug. We're gonna activate the guard, and we're gonna move this, I don't know, Stolen Mutagens to top of his deck, right? This is not a unit. You can confirm this is not a unit. And watch this. Boom. Top of his deck. That's the bug. We're not using this for anything else. Might as well just demonstrate that.
So
and
do you
we'll play
think-
Vesemir.
The bug is
For this
that
shit.
it moves non-units, or that it says the wrong thing?
I think it's just bugged and it's supposed to move only units, but doesn't. So I think That's the issue with it right now. Ooh, we got a Madame Luzia. His next tribute's free, so again, he's gonna try and get 3 coins.
I'll rip your nose.
I could heat wave that. What's the tribute he's gonna play though?
The one that summons the big dude. Frightener.
He's gonna do that or Tin Boy? I think it's gonna be that, and I think it's worth heat waving this. Feels bad, but we're gonna do it. Like I said earlier, our plan here is just to not let him use coins. That's our plan. He has 4, but our plan is not to let him use them. Also though, well, Otho has nothing to activate in his hand, he's just a 9-point card right now.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Pretty good. He's an 8 for 8, right? So that's fine. Well, normally he's an 8 for 8. We just boosted him once with Vesemir. This is going to be worth a lot for once, actually.
Isn't the Primordial Dale a 9 for 10?
With a shield. So there's Fallen Rayla, he saved the whole time. Tribute 3 gain Veil. Whenever you play a tribute, boost self by the tribute cost. Okay, so we probably should have saved Heat Wave. Oh well. We lost.
They don't have that many coins left now.
It doesn't matter, they don't have to pay the tribute. Oh, they do have to pay the tribute. Never mind, you're right. It's not whenever they play a tribute card. That's crazy. We were gonna play the, our Big Witcher guy, but we didn't have enough provisions. We'll take a look at the deck profile after. Make some adjustments, maybe. But, because we just kind of made this deck randomly. And we'll see how it, wanted to see how it went. Can't wait to make another bug video. Is it really that hard? Probably is. Why is that overlooked? Huh. Okay, so poison all units. Can't do that. Poison 1 unit. Start getting boosted again. I want to save this for last. We might lose a 1 point for something dying, but I don't care. It's not worth it. Let's take this out. Well, if it's on top of his deck, it doesn't matter. Just get rid of it. We're up by 10. We're up by 10. But you actually made it to 9 coins now. So here comes Philippa. Or it's probably going to be Svalbard, whatever the guy's name is. The Salamander guy. So he's got what, a 17-point play in his hand plus 9?
Served 10 years in the army.
17 plus 9 is 26. He's going to end at 50, so I guess we lost. Well, maybe he doesn't have it. We'll see.
Parrying arrows with light.
I think we lost though.
Try that.
We couldn't prevent him from getting all the coins. This Prophet gave him so many points.
Why is the Salamander on Salamandra's team?
So there's the 50.
You will not stand in the way of my master's plans.
Oh well.
I won't let you.
We couldn't stop him from getting enough coins.